Hey guys, BJ from Christie's RV. Today we're going to go through the 2019 Jayco Jay Feather X17Z. This is a hybrid model, so it has the fold-out beds, kind of like a tent trailer. So up front, you have your storage compartment. You store your barbecue, your power cord, your handles. So this handle here is for your power jack. If it fails, this is like a emergency mechanical handle that you can use to crank it up and down. You have your stabilizer jack handle. That's that one there. And what that's for is for these stabilizer jacks in all four corners. These are used to stabilize the trailer, not to level the trailer. So don't use these to try to jack the trailer up and level the trailer. What you want to do is get the trailer as level as possible, then lower these down, tighten them up so that they're snug to the ground, and then that'll give you a more stable trailer and not rocking. So you have your 36 foot power cord with your twist coupler here. I'll show you that when we get around the other side. Said your barbecue's in there, and your bike rack for the front tongue. And this is accessible from underneath the couch inside. So when you go inside and you lift the couch up, you can also get in here if you need to get to here. A little light in here for seeing everything at nighttime, and then there's a switch here. This switch here is for some accent lighting. The blue accent lighting that's on the front of the trailer here. You see that? Those blue lights. Your stabilizer jack handle will also lower your front spare tire, which is located right here. You have your 12 volt battery, and you have your dual 20-pound tanks. On the dual 20-pound tanks, there's a crossover. Let me lift this off. So there's a crossover regulator here, which allows you to pull from both tanks. So what happens is you turn on the tanks, it'll pull from the tank that the little indication arrow is pointing to. Once that one's empty, it'll automatically switch over to the other one. You have your jacket, that's for your bike rack here that clips in. And then you have your power awning, you have a light, and you have your up and down. And you have a light there as well. And inside here is that little rubber plug, so if it fails, it's not working, something's wrong, you can put your jack handle in there and you can crank it manually. On this side you have your hot water tank. So you have the plug here, you have a pressure release valve here, so before removing the plug at any time, make sure you release the pressure from it. You can also do that by opening up one of the taps inside the trailer. You have an outdoor shower, hot and cold water with a handheld tap there. Underneath you have your low point drain right here for your holding tank for the water. You also have your low point drains here for your water lines. So when you're winterizing, you gotta drain the lines, you can open those up. Or if you don't want to leave the water in the tank while you're away from the trailer, you can also drain the tank right there. So this is where you fill that tank. This is your potable water fill. So that's your holding tank for your fresh water that you take with you. And you use the water pump that's on the trailer to create pressure. Or if you're somewhere where there is water, here's your city water hookup. So you just hook your garden hose up into that, and that gives you water. This vent here is for the furnace. That's your exhaust. That does get hot, so don't place anything in front of it. Try to keep it open. This black vent here is the back of the fridge. You want to keep that area open and free too, because it needs proper airflow for the fridge to work properly. You have a black water flush right here. So what this is for is once you hook up your sewage drain, open up your valves, you can put your garden hose on here, and that'll help flush out the tanks. So all the waste water and stuff like that, it'll rinse it out for you and clean it out. So you want to make sure you have this hose hooked on first. So this is your sewage drain. You want to hook the hose on first, have that hooked up, and then you can open your valves and drain the system. Once those valves are open, put the hose on, and you can help flush the system out, clean it out better. Satellite cable input. Your sewer hose is stored in this little door here, like that. And then you have your plug for that 30 amp connection. So that's a twist lock, just fits in, give it a little twist, and then there's a little lock ring you lock on with that. And that was that long cable I showed you at the front. So that's where the bed is, and there's one in the front as well. I'll show you how to open those. You also have a power awning. I'll show you the button when we go inside. You have outdoor speakers. You also have a connection here, AC and cable, and there's a mount. So there's a mount inside that you can put a TV on, and you can bring that mount outside, clip it on here, so you can have a TV outside. And there's also an LED strip underneath the awning. I'll show you all the switches for all that stuff when we go in. First, we'll get this bed opened up. So the front bed and the back bed are identically the same way. There's a handle on each side. You can lock it with a key. Once it's unlocked, just open the latch up, just like that, and the door will start to come towards you. And that's it. The rest is done from inside. So the front and the back bed, identically the same. Just want to make sure that little flap's over the edge here to protect that. So we go inside. You'll see the mattress is folded up here. Behind the mattress is the bar. So that's the bar that lifts up. And there's another bar here. Some light. So this bar here has a clip on it. You can see that. And this bar here, I'm just gonna move the mattress out of the way. Hard to do with the camera with one hand. So this bar here lifts up. As you can see here, there's two screws. So that's where this bar clips in between those two screws. Like that. And then you just push that all the way out like that. And up here, there's a clip that pushes into the ceiling. So there's two clips. One there, one there. You want to make sure it's in between. If you push it all the way, you won't be able to get the bar out. So you just want it sitting like that. So you have one, so you can't fall down and can't push up. Then you just fold the mattress out. And there you go. There's a plug here on both mattresses for a heated bed. I'll show you the wires for that. And those just plug into the AC plug. So here's your main panel when you walk in the door. There's the awning button to extend it. Bring it back in. You have your awning light. That's your LED strip I was telling you about. You have your main light switch for everything. And then you have your water pump. So if you have water in the potable tank, use that button there to turn the water pump on. And then you have your electric and gas for your hot water. So if you want to run it off electricity, you have it plugged into 110 AC, you can use electricity. If not, you can use your gas. And then you also have your little panel to indicate whether your battery level, your fresh water levels, your black tanks, gray tanks, like that. Fresh. So that's your monitoring panel for that stuff. Just below the back bed, you have a storage cabinet. You have your CO detector. Make sure you test that every once in a while. There is a test button on it that you can push. You have your vent for heat, and then you have your panel here. So this is your converter. You have your AC breakers, and then you have all your DC fuses. So if something's not powered up, not working, come check here, make sure that those are all in working order. You have your bathroom. So the toilet. There's a pedal on the floor here. Press that. That flushes the toilet. You have a light switch here and a fan switch. There's your light. And then you also have the fan up here. shower with your handheld, and your vanity. This here is your GFI plug. This protects the circuit outside and the circuit around the sink here. So if they're tripped or anything happens, you'll see that. You see a little red light on in here. Just come and reset it. Down below the fridge is your furnace. You have your fridge. There's a freezer inside as well. So there's an on-off button here. You select it to auto. First thing it's going to do is search for the 110 electricity. If that's not present, it'll switch over to gas and it'll run off of gas. If you want to strictly run it off gas because you're not anywhere near electricity, you just have to click on that and go to gas. But you can leave it run on auto all the time. TV has a mount that swivels, so you just lift up on the little button here and you can turn the TV whichever way you want. Make sure when you're traveling though, you lock it back into place. AM, FM, CD, DVD, USB, Bluetooth, all that stuff all right here. You have 2 zones, 1 and 2. So you have your outdoor speakers is zone 2, your indoor speakers is zone 1, and everything else like your normal radio. Set your tune to whatever station you want. Or there's an antenna here, so you just have to turn that, and that turns the antenna up top. So if you just want to run your TV off antenna, you can turn that and get a better signal. Smoke detector, again, test button. Make sure you press that every once in a while. Test it, make sure the batteries are good. Then you have the front bed. Like I said, that goes down the exact same way as the back one. You have your dinette. Your dinette does fold down into a bed as well. Just lift the legs off and put it in the track right here. The table lays in that track in here, and then you can adjust the cushions and make that into a bed. Storage underneath, and this couch does fold down as well, just kind of like a futon, lift up and out, and it goes down into a bed. And like I said, you have access underneath to that storage area as well. That folds down just like that, and to fold it back up just like a futon, lift it back into place. So up here's more storage. More storage up here. So up here, like I said, for that heated mattresses, there's the plug there. And this is the dial. And the other end is just to plug it into the AC. So just a normal house plug. At the beds, there's a plug there, one on the other side. So you can plug that in, have a heated mattress. Your remotes for your TV and your stereo, and then there's that TV mount, so you can mount the TV outside. Your microwave operates same as home. Your hood fan, light, fan. You have your stove. To light the stove, just turn the gas up to the on position, and there's a sparker here. You spark, and then the stove lights. For the oven, can't really see in there, but back here you'll see where the flame comes out of. So what you do here is you turn this to pilot and you hold that in, and you use a lighter and you light the pilot in the back there. You're going to hold it for a few seconds, and then when you release it, the pilot light should stay on, and then you can adjust your temperature, and when you're done, shut it off. Another AC plug. These are all GFI protected, so again, if something's not working, check that GFI in the bathroom, make sure it's not tripped, or check that panel down there, make sure one of the breakers aren't off or got tripped as well. More storage everywhere. Under the dinette on this side, there's panels on both sides held down by a couple screws. So if you have to get this here, this side will have the access to the hot water tank. So when it's time to winterize it and you have to switch the valves over, that's that side. This side here, same thing. There's a panel with a couple screws in it. You open up that one, that gives you access to the water pump and the back of the shower. So when it's time to winterize again, that's where you're gonna go. Your thermostat for your furnace is right here. There's a little button on the top. It is hard to push. So you just click that over and then set your temperature. And then click it back when you want to shut it off. Just like that. And then up top is your air conditioner. So there's a dial, turn it to how cold you want it and how fast you want the fan. And it has little flaps, you can adjust the airflow. Same thing here. And that's pretty much everything. And of course, to put the bed back in, you just reverse the process. Just push that button, pull it down, and this bar comes out. And just fold the mattress up, pull that bar out, like that. Fold the mattress, slide it towards you, and all you're gonna do outside is lift the door back into place, tuck the canvas in so it doesn't get pinched, and lock it up. It's that simple. So that's the trailer. Congratulations, hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.